want to introduce myself first, okay? Okay, Stanley.
Okay, yeah.
My name's Azali Parabi. Yeah, you can see my display name, and you can call me Abi or Mr. Parabi or Mr. Azali. It's depends on you, yeah. And then I am a Bachelor of Mathematics in IPB University Institute Pertanian Bogor. It's in Bogor, and my major is mathematics. But I have uh, three specialization. That is machine learning, and then data scientist, and then also Mathematica in modeling. Okay. And my hobby is coding, yeah, and reading, exactly. Something like that. Okay. Now, can I know you? May I know you, Stanley?
Um, what?
Yeah, maybe your name and your age and your hobby, maybe.
Oh, okay, sorry. My name is not Winnie, but Stanley.
Okay, okay. And then, what's your hobby, Stanley?
My hobby, yeah, doing some 3D modeling or seeing the other model.
Ah, okay. And then, how old are you?
Yeah, I'm 15 years old.
15 years old. Okay. You are in Indonesia, right?
Yeah, correct.
Ah, I see. I see. Okay. Okay. Maybe we have yeah, we have late for this lesson. Okay, I wanna start this lesson. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, we begin. Now you'll learn about machine learning. Okay, machine learning algorithms. Okay, have you heard about machine learning, Stanley? Wait, I wanna rename you first, Stanley. Okay. Oops, wait. Okay. Wait, second please. Uh, I wanna rename your Stanley. Okay. Have you heard about machine learning, Stanley?
Machine learning. Maybe this is the first time.
Ah, this is the first time. Okay, wait a moment. I have some trouble here. Okay. 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 Here we go. Yeah. So I think you have successfully handled the data analysis stage and have learned how to justify hypotheses using pre-collected data. And it's not the end of our journey. The analysis may result in multiple options, turning out to be potentially profitable. However, entrepreneurs usually only have one enough resources to implement only just one option. So, what should we do in that situation? Ah, this is just a story, yeah, how we will go into the machine learning itself. The entrepreneur should be able to choose the most successful solution from the ones that were chosen during the data analysis stage. A tool that can help with that is A or B testing. Okay, and then the procedure of for conducting the test is the first, all users randomly divide into two groups, and then second, group A X to use one person of product, and group B is the other person, and then after some time, an assessment is made about which of the two solution was better, and then the last one, the product that provides the best test result is selected as the main one. And then what is the definition about the A/B testing itself? Okay, A/B testing is a method of studying hypothesis that is based on testing is product on a randomly selected group of user. Yeah, I think this test will make you know how to determine many metrics that you will use in your business and make some decision making, something like that. Okay, and then I think I have to skip this slide and directly into machine learning part. Okay, now what section of data science did we work within the last module? Of course, you have done with data analysis stage. Okay. Now, what section will we work with in this module? We will work on machine learning section. And we will find how are mathematics and statistics and then computer science related to machine learning itself. So the first, maybe I want to clarify what is machine learning, okay? Machine learning is a set of methods that are not characterized by directly solving a problem according to a set of algorithms, but by learning in the process of solving many similar problems. It's just like you have some problem. In this case, our problem is data, okay? Data. And then from the data, we will code until the algorithm that we make or the algorithm that we build is learn the pattern of all the data that we use in the coding, okay? In other words, machine learning allows a computer to learn how to solve problem without having a clear solution algorithm. And what role does mathematics play in this field? Okay, the mathematics will play about this following method, yeah? We use mathematical statistics and mathematical analysis and then probability, graph, and maybe you have heard about algebra, okay? Or yeah, aljabar gitu ya. Okay. And then a mathematical model is a formula or a set of formulas that describes the relationship between quantitative indicators in the data. And then this is the example of what what we what the machine learning itself in using. We can use it for weather forecasting and then the decision to issue a loan and then spam filter. And then all of this case, yeah, personally, I have, solved all of this case by machine learning. And it's really, really good. Now, how does a computer know how to create a formula that will make a correct prediction? The first of the action, and this is, it's, you have to, do this action uh, by order or sequentially. The first is you have to prepare your data and then selecting the basic algorithm. And the last one, you will select the model parameters and the best model you will implement into your data. And then I think preparing the data is you have done in the data analysis stage. Okay. So for today, we will select the basic algorithm and then select the model parameters. Okay. Now, we will create a model based on classification algorithm. So, task for the lesson is develop a mathematical model predicting the fate of the passengers on the steamship Titanic. So, in this case, we will use a Titanic data set and make, a machine learning model. And then why we use this? Because, this is a classical data set that, yeah, many machine learning practitioner use in his test. Okay. And then this text is given to all beginning data science specialists. Yes. And then what is known about the passengers? What passengers data can we use? And then what form is the data stored in? And does it need cleaning? I mean, I will, in the platform you have the data, and then we will check this credibility, the passenger, and then what form in the data stored in, and then has the data clean or not, something like that. And then in the part of data analysis itself, I think you are so familiar with this code. This is for read the
Yep.
data set itself. Okay.
Yeah. As
Import
the
pandas
previous
as, yeah. And then this is for check the first 5 rows of the data. Okay. pd.read csp. But it's not just CSP. You can read in using pandas. You can read, HTML, and then Excel, and then many JSON type of data, and many. You can use that with Panda. And then this is the information about Titanic data itself. The first column, the name is passenger ID. This is the sequence number in the data frame. Second is the survived passenger itself. And then the third is P class, which is the cabin class, and then the name of the passengers. And then six, this is the gender of the passengers, and then the age of the passengers. And ship SP is the total number of brothers, sister, and spouses of the passenger who traveled with them on board the Titanic. And then park, ticket, fare, cabin, and embark. So in the Titanic dataset, we will have 12 columns. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
And then what characteristic can influence whether a passenger will be saved or not? Yeah, I think this is it's not pick, it's just opinion, yeah. And then this opinion say that women, children, and first class passenger are more likely to survive. And this opinion, it's not just opinion, it's based on data. And then the second, passengers who did not travel alone had a better chance of being rescued. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, if you travel with your family, I think it will be safety, right, Stanley?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. And then cabins located on the upper deck are closest to the lifeboats, so the passengers staying in those cabin are more likely to survive. Yeah, it just some opinion, but the opinion based on data. It means it, yeah, it, can be true, and yeah, can be not also. So this is the hypothesis that, the data shows that almost 75% or three-quarter of the women survived the crash. It means it's about 75% for this data consists of female gender, and then 19, it's about 19%, it's male, or less than, yeah, 0.20, yeah. And then this is the code of how to know this percentage, or the mean of the sex column. And then this is the second hypothesis, that we'll use a pivot table, and then the index is survive itself, columns P class, and values is age, and we use mean function. It means that, yeah, from this data, we can say that the average age of survivors is lower than the average age of those who die. And then the second, older passengers traveled in a more comfortable cabin class. Yeah, the data set, yeah, something like this. Yeah, the average age of blah blah blah, and then older passengers traveled in a more comfortable cabin class, and it's really true. Yeah, based on the data. And then now check your own hypothesis about the influence of various factors on the fate of the passengers. Now, characteristic that we will use to create a model is this column, Stanley. Survived, P class, sex, age, sub SP, and then park, pair, and embark. Now, maybe you ask me why this column, passenger ID, name, ticket, and cabin, why we do not use them in our model? You know the answer?
Because we already use it.
No, yeah, it's not like that. Yeah, in machine learning, if you have a very unique value in the data set in the column, it will be useless in our model. Like passenger ID, it's not, it's all of the data is different. So it's useless if you use in the model, just like cabin, ticket, and name itself. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, and then we can delete the columns that do not contain valuable information for us using drop method. And then you can code like this, yeah. Data frame dot drop the name of the column and axis equals to 1 means that, oh, I want to drop the column, because if you do not set the axis itself, the default value is 0. It means it will be error if you put a column in there but the axis is 0 and in place is equals to true. It means that you will save the changes to the original data frame. But I personally do not, yeah, never, yeah, no, it's never, rarely to use this in place equals to true. I prefer to make another instantiate or another object of the data. So I will, define again the data, yeah, data equals to data dot drop. Oops, data dot drop. And then the column that you want to drop, just like passenger ID, kemudian name, and then maybe you want to drop ticket and so on. And then don't forget to set the axis equals to 1. Okay? Okay.
Also, yeah, it's like true. True. Yes. Yes, in place true.
What? I couldn't hear you.
So it's like we in place this. So like we in place 1 for 2.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
And then this is how you can use the drop method to drop all of the column or the data that we will not use in the model. Df.drop and then what the column, passenger ID, name, ticket, cabin, and then don't forget to set the axis equals to 1 and then in place equals to true. And then of course the data will look like this. Okay, you have survive, class, sex, age, sub PC, and then park, pair, and embark column. Now, does the data set need to clean? Yes, because when we check the data, we have, non-null in the column non-null value, we have age of rows and embark. It's not complete. It means the complete rows is 891, but the age column itself is just 700. And then the embark is 889. It means that in the age and embark column, we have a missing value. Okay?
Okay.
Now, what value should be there? Sorry, what value should there be for port? Okay, let's suppose that two passengers with an unknown value for the embark parameter boarded at the first port. How do we find the first port? According to the statistics, the majority of passengers get on board at the first port. This is the proof of that. Based on statistics, when we quote something like this, print the f embark dot value counts, we know that 644 Port of Southampton is, it means this is the most type of this embark. So fill in the empty values in the embed column. We'll use method something like this: the f embarked and dot fill na with s in place equals to true. Okay.
Wait.
Wait. Okay.
Oh, so okay, so yeah, I just want to ask this as what is the purpose of this as? Okay, so yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Now, you know, maybe it will more clear in now. Okay. Let's suppose that two passengers with an unknown value for the embark parameter boarded at the first port. This opinion is supported by statistically method. You know, when I use dot value count in this column, I see that the S category is the most category. It means, can I replace the missing value with S because S is dominant in this column? Can I do something like that? Yes, because statistically said this is the mode of the value. It means that if I have in the embark data set, if I have the complete rows is 891, and then in the embark we have missing value 2 rows. Okay, because 889 plus 2, it will be 891. Okay.
Okay.
It means that we have two missing value in this data set. And then if I use statistic approximation, I have this information that S category is the most the most category in this column. It means that, can I replace the missing value with S category? The answer is yes, because it's just like the mode of this data is S itself. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, something like that. Now we'll talk about what values should be there. Sorry, what values should be what values should there be for age? Yeah. When analyzing the age of the passenger and their cabin class, it's possible to identify a pattern. What pattern? Nah. When I, do some analysis in the age and P class column, I get this data. It means that, wait, where is my? I found this pattern. When the P class is bigger, I got that the age is smaller. Okay? Can you see it?
Yes.
Yeah, it means that I have a relationship between P class and the age itself.
Okay.
And then now,
Okay. Okay.
now
Look.
with the median, I will calculate the median age of the passenger in each class and fill in the empty values with that data. It means that if the missing value in the age column has a P1 class, has P1 or P2 or 3, I will fill it by this age, the median of the age. In the first class, I have the median of age is 37, and then in the second, I have the median is 29, and then the third 24, something like that. Okay, and then finding the median age of the passenger, different classes. It means that this is the method that we will use to assign or to replace the missing value in the age column itself. And then now, how can we work with the empty values if we decide not to fill in all the gaps with the same constant, but instead we'll take the cabin class into account? Okay. In this case, we will use .apply method. What is the method? The method is applied to each row or column of the data frame or to each cell in a spirit column. And then the name of the function to be applied to the value is passed to the method as a parameter. So let's write a function that will return the desired value to be replaced depending on the passenger's cabin class. And then this is the algorithm of the function. The logic of the function is if h is an empty value, then we check the cabin class and return the median h value corresponding to the class. Okay? And then otherwise, if the value, we return the value that is stored in the cell for the h. It means if the h is not empty, so yeah, we will return the value itself. So what passenger data will the function work with? The function focus on two values, the first age and cabin class. How do we pass this value to the function? We'll pass a dataset string with data about specific passenger to the function as a parameter. And then this is the code will look like. Okay, after you make a function of the logic how to fill the missing value in each column, you will use .apply method to apply this function in this column. I will show you later. Okay.
Yes.
This is this is the some extra description of this. So now in the age field is empty. Check which class the passenger belongs to. If it's the first, then put the average age for the first class, which we'll calculate earlier. Do the same with the second and third classes. If the age field is not empty, we'll return the age value that is already stored in the data frame. Now, how can we determine if a field is empty? We can use .isNull method or function. Yeah, you just need to, the pd.isNull function is used automatically find null values, but I personally always use .isNull.sum because it will sum the null value in each column. And then you can check for null values either as single variables or a data structure, including series and data frame. The value to be checked is sent to the function as an argument. And then the method returns true or false or a Boolean structure. And then this is the code. And after we do something, we do the filling, we do some imputation to the missing value column, we got a complete data set now. Okay, so pivot column, we have 891, fifth class 6, all of this column is complete now. Okay, now does the data set need cleaning? No. we do not need cleaning again. But we finish cleaning the data. The data set is ready for analysis, but not for mathematical modeling. Why? Why is the data set not ready for mathematical modeling? Okay, in machine learning, we will work only with numerical data. It means that if we have non-numerical data, so we have to convert the data into numerical types. Now, we have to convert all the passengers' data into a numerical format. What data should be converted to a number? And this is the information of all the data. And then in this case, we have, where can you show me where the data that is not non-numerical data? Where is the data?
Yeah, object data.
Yes, object data, it's sex and
Yeah, fair. And no,
yeah,
I'm backward.
yeah, that's right. So how do we do the comparison? Okay, pay attention to whether the passenger survived or not. How is it recorded? And yeah, the signal says that 0 for no and 1 for yes. When a pair of unique values is stored in a column, 0 and 1 can be used as numeric analogs of these values. And then how many unique values are stored in the marked columns? I think we have this information. In the sex column, we have 2 unique values. It's male and female. And in the embark column, we have 3 unique values. It's C, Q, and S. Okay? Now, let's use the values 0 and 1 to indicate the gender of the passenger. For example, maybe you will use 0 is female and 1 is male, and or vice versa. Yeah, you can do something like this. But what do we do with the port names? We have 3 unique, unique value here. 3 unique value here. Can we replace the port name with 1, 2, and 3?
Yes.
Yes, but mathematically said that there is no logic in the pattern. Why? Because if Stanley, if Sandburg is equals to 1 and Queenstown is 2 and Southampton is 3, then mathematically say that Sandburg less than Queenstown and then less than Southampton. But in mathematically, it's not, there is no logic here because it means Southampton equals to 3 times Sandburg, okay? But
Yeah.
it's not it's not relevant with the Southampton equals to Queenstown times 1.5. It means that there is no logic in this pattern. So what is the alternative solution? Is it possible to somehow reach a person with 0 and 1? The answer is yes, with dummy variables. Now, what is dummy variable? Dummy variables are auxiliary variables used to build a model and detect the value 0 or 1. This kind of variable reflect the presence or absence of a characteristic within an object. Now, let's have the first passenger board, the Titanic at port C, and second Q, and the last is S. Then how do we fill in the table with zeros and 1? Now, we can use this method, okay? For C, Q, and S, we will write 1, 0, 0. It means that if we have 1 in one of the column, it means that this type of value it's own, yeah. Jadi we can say that this row has C type, and then this row has what type? this row has, Stanley?
B type.
Yeah, for the first row, yeah, based on the dummy variable, we can see that the C is 1, and then the Q and S is 0. It means that the first row is C, okay? Has C type, okay? Or value. And then the second row has Q, yeah? Q, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Q. And then the last one, S, is for the
And
third row. Okay, something like that. And then how do we create dummy variable in pandas? We can do this method, pd.getDummies, and then put the column that we will get into the dummies. And then if we use this in our data, yeah, you will see something like this. CQS 0100 and so on, 00 and so on, 10111 and so on. Now, the dummy variables have been created but have not yet been added to the data set. The question is, how can we do that? How can we add the dummy variable into our main data set? Let's create column with the port names in the data set and write the values of the dummy variables in them. And we can use the code like this, the app list of the dummy variables column or data, and then this attribute return the column names, and then this will be the list function converts the column names to a list. And then the app itself is passing the list with the names of the new columns to the original data frame. And the complete code, you will use this, and then after that you have to drop the embark itself because it has been replaced by the dummy data itself. Okay, now we've got our data frame, which we can use a basis for building mathematical models and working on machine learning. Okay, now I'll show you how the code look like. Wait, wait a moment. Oops. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, Stanley. Can you see my share screen?
yeah, I can guess
Okay.
it's good.
Now, the first I have to connect to the pandas library by import pandas SPD. Okay.
Yes.
And then read the data set, load and read it by this code pd.readcsp, the dataset name. And then we have to drop the column that it's not be not used in the model, passenger ID, name, ticket, and cabin. And then the app embarked dot fill NA with S because you know the majority of the value is S, so we will use S for the missing value in the embark column. And then we drop the embark, and in place equals to true, it means that it will be influenced in the original data. And then this is for the H in class 1, 2, and 3. We will use this code, the FP class equals to 1, and then the median of the H itself. And then this is the function that we will use, def fill H row, if PD dot is null in the H, and then we nested the conditional, if row p class equals to 1, please return this value. Okay, please return this value, and elif row because equals to 2, return this value in the h class 2, and then return h3 or the else of if the piece the class is equals to 3. And then how to apply this function and this value to our missing data? We can use the fh equals to the f.apply fill h with axis equals to 1 means that based on column, not based on rows. Okay. And then how can I change the value of sex, exactly male and female? I wanna, let's say the male, I will use one signal, okay? And the female, I will use 0. So the function, I can use something like this. Def fill sex. If sex equals to male, please return 1, and else return 0. And I apply this by .apply method. Okay. And then this is I think this is the main part of machine learning. But okay, can we have 15 minutes again? Stanley?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I will show you, I will explain to you about the sequence of action in machine learning. So in machine learning, yeah, we have to select the basic algorithm and then select the model parameters. And then the sequence of action when choosing the basic algorithm is the first defining the type of text, and then second is the choice of specific algorithm to solve a problem of this type. And this is a classical machine learning text. We have two types of machine learning text. The first is classification, and then the second is regression. What is classification? The essence of the text is based on a set of characteristics predict which category a new object should be assigned to. And for regression is based on a set of characteristics will predict the value of a given indicator for a new object. Example, based on the data about the state of the atmosphere, predict the air temperature. And then for classification, we can predict whether they will repay the loan on time. But the simplicity is the classification will predict a categorical data type. Okay, and then the regression will predict a numerical data type. But in machine learning, all of the data you have to convert into numerical data type. It means when you do some classification, you will predict a category by number. Just like survive, 0 means it's not survive. And then 1 means the passenger is survive. Do you understand what I say?
Yes.
Okay. Now what type is the text about the Titanic passenger? If, of course, because we will predict the survive of the passenger, it will be classification problem. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Now, this is one of many models or methods in machine learning. They call it as a K nearest neighbor or KNN. What is KNN? Let's consider the operating principle of the algorithm using the example of a model that determines the probability of the loan repayment based on two characteristics, the age and income of the borrower. And we visualize about the income and age borrowers using two-dimensionally. I think it's not really matter now. And then The method uses k nearest neighbor, and where do we get k from, and which neighbor is considered to the nearest. Okay, now we choose the value for k ourselves is 1, 2, 3. I think it's really useless. Yeah, so I will. Okay, I directly go to the code part. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
wait. Okay. This is now we will. This is the main core of machine learning section. The first in machine learning section, you have to do something like randomize your data from sklearn. Yeah, so you will use sklearn library and take the module selection, and then import a method named train test split. This is for how to say randomize your data. It means that it will, when you train your model, it will take randomly data. So, and the randomly data, of course, it's have to represent your major data. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the second from sklearn again, in the pre-processing module, we will use standard scaler to scale our data. So in in many in in Titanic data set, of course, the data it's not have the same scale like age. It's maybe the minimum of age is 25 and the maximum maybe it's 60. But in the another column, like what the column we have, what the column, I don't know. I think I have print, wait, yeah, print the app dot columns, and then okay, now I'll see something like this. Now I have, okay, I have park and pair column. Okay, it means that when I use a standard scaler, it will make the data have same scale, 0 and 1. So all of this column, P class, sex, age, and SIP, SP, park, and pair, now has a same scale. That is 0 for the minimum and 1 for the maximum. Do you get it?
Yes.
Okay, and then from sklearn.neighbors, this is for calling the model itself. Because we use KNN, so it the module is dot neighbors, and then this is the classification of KNN model, key neighbors classifier. And then how I know that my model is good or is it bad? How do I know that? We can know that our model is good or bad from this metric, confusion matrix and accuracy score. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, how I implement all of this method? The first, for train test split, I will do a code like this. Okay. I will separate my data into train and test. The first, of course, X and Y. X equals to data.drop surpipe, X is equals to 1. It means that I drop the surpipe because this is my target variable. It means I have wait, I have data. Okay, like this, 1, 2, 3, and so on. And then this is my target column. Okay, my target column. When I define it into X a value, X a variable, I will, separate this target value, only this target value. Then I say df.drop survive X is equals to 1. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, and then for the Y value, I will use only this column, my target column. Yeah, that is df survive. And then I use train test split to randomize, okay, to randomize this data. And then I use standard scalar because I wanna make the scale of my data set is same. That is 0 and 1. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I use fit transform for the train data, and then the test data I use just transform because I do not want the leakage data from the train. So I keep it not fit in do not fit in the test data set. And then for the classifier itself, I use a k neighbors classifier as my model with the neighbors is equals to 5. Okay. And then I fit the model with my training data. And then after that, I will make prediction with my testing data. Okay.
Yeah.
And then how I know this is the accuracy of my data, I will do something like accuracy score. I will comprise the prediction and the true value times 100. This is for, to know the original value with it's not percentage. And then confusion matrix, I use confusion matrix to know that I'm not in a paradox accuracy. And then friend, the last one, I just need to, I want to comment this first because it's not necessary again. Okay, now if I run this code, I will get something like this. Okay, percentage of correctly predicted outcomes is 80.71%. It means it's good for my K. In my Titanic data set, I use KNN and it's nice result. And then for the matrix, okay, it's not Z. In the matrix itself, we have we want as a machine learning practitioner, we want this data and this data is 0. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, I think I will send you this code and then you can uh you can learn by yourself and ask me which part do you not understand. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, now I will stop share and I will send my code to you. Okay, here we are. Python Pro 1, Module 4. Okay, okay. I think our time is over. Stanley, I'm sorry if, my explanation is not really clear. I apologize for that, Stanley.
Yeah. Yeah, no problem.
Huh?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Because I can still, yeah, understand. Understanding Mister.
Okay. But what's your major? I mean, what subject do you like, Stanley?
Oh, but school?
Yes, at school.
Yeah, okay. It's maybe a bit, yeah. Maybe it's a bit math.
Mid math.
Okay,
Wow.
the first one is mathematics.
The first one is mathematics. Okay.
Okay, informatics,
Informatics. Wow.
chemist,
Chemist. Okay. And and
yeah, physics,
physics. Ah, it's
yeah.
really really nice pattern. Yeah. Yeah. Same with me. Yeah. I like math, physics, and but instead of chemist, I like biology. You know. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. And of course, I really like the history. You know.
yeah,
Yeah. I'm so excited in history. Okay. I hope you are good in informatics or whatever you wanna deep dive into. I hope that you will success for it. Okay,
yeah.
Stanley.
Okay,
Okay, I think I will. I have another class, so I think I will, you know, go and if you have question, please don't. Okay, just call, directly message or text on me. Okay,
okay.
okay. Thank you so much. And again, I apologize. Maybe I have bad explanation for you in this lesson. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Uh, Thank you. And or any question first?
Okay, maybe no.
No. Do you have question?
Oh, sorry. So, okay, so sir, okay, so sir, tomorrow, did sir replacing my usual teacher tomorrow?
Yes. Or you wanna another teacher?
Uh, no.
Or why not? I mean, it's okay if you want another teacher. It's okay.
No, it's yeah, no, because I feel because I feel yeah, with my usual teacher is yeah, it's confident, it's convenient, it's confident.
Oh yeah. It's not forever. I just replace him for 2 meetings. I mean,
Um,
this week, only this week, today and tomorrow, and in the next week, you will be teach by him again.
oh, okay.
Okay, but my question is, do you wanna uh, get you know another teacher? Maybe.
No, it's yeah, no, because it's enough for me.
I mean, I do you wanna another teacher than me? Yeah,
Uh,
I
no,
wanna find someone for you if you
no,
want.
no,
No,
yeah,
okay, it's enough with me.
yeah,
Okay, okay. I think for the machine learning, Yeah, many machine learning practitioner like me is the best result is you know learning with yourself. I mean, you deep dive and find another resources in internet, YouTube, and the others. So you can master the machine learning fields like me. And yeah, that's my advice for you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Any question again?
Yeah, no.
No. Okay. Thank you. And see you.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Okay, bye.